was about 8 a.m. and Skyline Elementary School opened early that day, so families can look at the science fair. Around this time, stepmom Terry Horman enters the school with Kyron. 7-year-old Kyron proudly poses in front of his science fair exhibit at about 8:15 a.m. But just minutes later, he would never be seen again.
The worst hell I've ever experienced. I can't even explain it.
Why won't you talk with investigators?
Cell phone pings reportedly placed Kyron Horman's stepmother, Terry Moulton Horman, elsewhere than she claimed to be the day of his disappearance. Terry Horman is not a suspect or a person of interest, but she is who Kyron's parents believe to be responsible for his disappearance.
We implore Terry Horman to fully cooperate with the investigators to bring Kyron home.
I'm Jean Casares. It is 8 months to the day that little Kyron Horman went to school. He had his red tree frog experiment, and then he was gone. Absolutely gone. I want to go to Catherine Smerling, psychologist, joining us tonight out of New York. What are Kyron's parents going through every day, but on an anniversary, an 8-month anniversary of his disappearance?
They must be so terribly frustrated, and obviously they are frustrated, and they're showing anger at each other, which is kind of misplaced, as Mark Klass said. They really should be joined together to try and find Kyron. And anyone who plans on killing their husband, I'm speaking about Terry Horman, could certainly make a plan to kill her stepson.
Well, let me ask you very quickly about Terry Horman, because Terry Horman is not a suspect. She is not a person of interest. She has not been charged with anything. What's she going through right now? What's going through her mind, do you think?
Oh, I'm sure she's trying to find ways to defend herself, and I really shouldn't conclude that she is guilty before she has a chance to prove that. But everything does point towards her. And if you look at and you examine who she is, if you see pictures of her 5 years ago as a bodybuilder, and now today, you will see a total transformation from someone who possibly was on steroids to someone who is drinking and someone who has a child with a man that she is trying to kill. What makes her not able to take that step further? She seems to be a very troubled person with narcissistic personality disorder, possibly borderline, and certainly with rage that cannot be taken.